Hi, I'm Skylar. My pronouns are they, them, and I've been on T for 2 months and 1 week.
I'm Jay, pronouns are they and them, and I've been on T for 7 months and 1 week. We just realized today that we're like 1 day apart.
Yeah, I started mine August 21st, 2018.
And mine was, March 22nd, 2018.
So we're like...
Just 1 day.
Yeah.
Well, and many months, but the day.
But we can celebrate together, so that's all that matters. So let's check in. Changes, how we're feeling. If you follow me on my Instagram, I kind of freaked out a bit, but just this week I've noticed that I can feel my Adam's apple. So I think my major change for today would be that my voice has significantly dropped. I think.
It has, it totally has.
Okay.
Yeah, like a lot, yeah.
I can't tell, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I think folks around you are being able to tell, like, by the day, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But it's hard to tell with yourself, listening to your own voice. Yeah. For me, since the last time we did a video, I think the biggest changes were like a few more chin hairs on my left side. So I feel like I was growing a patch on the right for the longest time. And that was the only little patch of chin hair I had for a long time, but now I have some on the other side. I shaved once back in August, and I think I'm probably going to shave again soon because it keeps coming in really patchy. But I don't know, my voice might be getting a little bit deeper. It's not as noticeable to me as it was for the first like 3 or 4 months, but I think it's still a thing that's happening. Yeah. Do your clothes fit any different?
No. But I'm also like, I just got new binders, so it's like, I think I'm noticing that. Today we're going to talk about how we access healthcare, which is like a nightmare.
For a lot of reasons.
Yeah, for a lot of reasons.
Do you want to just talk about how we access like trans-specific healthcare?
Yeah. Because I mean, before you started going on T, which is like 7 months ago, crazy to think about, but like I didn't even know that that was an option for me. So
yeah,
like I think just knowing that there is a way to access it is like very empowering.
Yeah, I don't even think I knew either when I started. I think it was an accident for the most part, because I was trying to access healthcare just for like general healthcare reasons. And once I got there, I had a huge process of getting there, but once I got to the doctor I have now, she was just like, this is a thing, and I was like, holy shit, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just trying to like breathe and like maintain my respiratory system. And then it just like escalated really quickly in terms of having access to things, but it wasn't like my intention. But yeah, this really surprised me. But anyway, yeah, I went just like trying to get basic healthcare. Heard a lot of good things about Planned Parenthood. Didn't realize until that point in time that Planned Parenthood does just like general healthcare things. So went there for that reason, and then after the initial meeting and got a new medication, and then the next time I went and saw her, I was like, well, that's a load off, you know, like I can breathe, I'm not in the ER every other day. And then just started thinking about other things, like I just started asking questions about T, and it only took like a couple meetings or conversations around what does that look like, what are my options, going through, like different stages of like what you can expect, and we just had like a really good conversation about it. And then it was like maybe an appointment or 2 after that she got me a prescription. Like it was like really quick. So it's interesting because I think that I got there through like other health emergencies. And then as soon as I was able to like clean those up a little bit, I had the space to think about it, and I just happened to be in a place that was super queer and trans friendly who could have that conversation. Whereas like my intention wasn't seeking out trans-specific healthcare, it was just trying to get into a place that wasn't like super homophobic. Which is like why I was being bounced around from places before, is because people like doctors are terrible, like the medical industry is terrible, and had a lot of like really homophobic and transphobic experiences, and was just trying to get like taken seriously. And a lot of people were writing off like chronic asthma attacks as just being like seasonal flare-ups or like anxiety, and like not really like medicating it, just kind of telling me to like chill out, or like giving me like one shot of a medication in the emergency room, but then sending me home with nothing to like follow up with that. It's kind of a fluke that I ended up even accessing it. I wasn't thinking about it. Like I feel like my baseline, what I was thinking about was like just general healthcare.
Just went off from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I remember when you told me that, and I tried to get on their wait list, and like by the time that I called them, they already like closed their wait list. So I like did a lot of calling around and tried to get on someone's wait list. I wasn't expecting to like have anything going. I was just like, okay, whatever. I just at least need to get on a wait list so that my name is there, and someday it will happen. Luckily, I got in with St. Michael's. When I was looking up their clinic and was looking through the physicians that work there, and then I got booked for an appointment with my new doctor. At my first meeting with her, I like was very open about like wanting to do something about my dysphoria. I think once I set my mind on that I wanted to go on TV, I wanted to change my voice, like it was getting harder and harder every day to not go through that process. So I told her right away, like that's my goal right now, and she was completely on board. Sent me to do my blood test, and a month later, not even, like I started tea. It all just happened so quickly. Like once you're in it,
Yeah, it's so fast.
Even if your doctor doesn't know much about hormones, the Rainbow Health Ontario has really good resources on their website. You can go through that with the doctor, and we really have to just experiment with our own bodies. So.
Did you try accessing hormones from your previous doctor, or did you look for somebody who was trans positive first and then talk to them about it?
Yeah, I did the second one. I would not even consider being open and out to my old family doctor.
I think it's hard for folks who have a doctor and can't talk to them about it, but also don't really have the capacity to leave and like find other doctors, or other doctors are booked up because there's so few doctors who are super like trans positive. Yeah, we both kind of managed to find people who are like, yeah, sure, like we didn't have to convince our doctors. I think a lot of people often find themselves in situations where they have to like educate their doctor. And I don't know about your doctor, but my doctor is like super educated, like just like very well versed in not just like hormones, but like specifically with like non-binary people on hormones, and like just was like super educated around if you don't want to fully pass, like what doses might look like. I remember the first meeting we had specifically around tea. She was like, if you want 4 chin hairs, I can get you 4 chin hairs. Just like knowing that in between, because I feel like even some doctors who are trans positive might just be like, okay, here's the full dose. Give it a year or 2 years, you're gonna pass as a cis man, like that kind of thing, and not that in between, like all that in between stuff of like, what if you only want partial doses, or what if you only want to be on it for a year and then like back off for a little bit. Yeah, she just had a lot of education around that I feel like would have taken me forever to learn.
It's really interesting that your doctor like was able to facilitate that, especially.
Mm-hmm.